Hello Taurus, and welcome to your new moon lunar cycle insight video for the cycle beginning with the new moon in Aquarius on the 4th of February. This is also lunar in bulk for those of us here in the northern hemisphere. So it's a very potent time for planting our seeds of regeneration and rebirth. It's a time of rapid forward movement with all planets direct from now until the next lunar cycle, which will be beginning with the Pisces new moon around the 5th of March. So we have this energy of expansion, of new beginnings moving through the cosmos this month, and that is particularly taking place for you in your 10th house of work, career, reputation, and in purpose. So this is a time for you of really utilizing this energy to set your intentions around what you wish to manifest in your work life, what your big vision is for your career, for your purpose, how you want to be seen in the world. And Aquarius is the sign of networking. It's the sign of the web. So this can be a time when new opportunities, new connections are coming in to support you in these endeavors as well. So Aquarius encourages us to think outside the box, to do things in a new and exciting way. So it's giving you inspiration around the changes that need to be made before you can really move forward. So at the time of this new moon, we also have Mercury in Aquarius, but by the 10th of February, he is going to head into Pisces, into your 11th house, which is where he will retrograde next month. So Mercury in Pisces can fog and confuse our thinking a little bit, and he is again amplifying that ability to connect with like-minded souls this month, because the 11th house is also very connected with the Aquarian frequency. But there is the potential here that things might not actually be what they seem. So just paying attention to your intuition and what rises up within you, particularly around the opportunities that you're offered. And trusting yourself to know what is really right for you, where you really want to head. And it may require breaking out of your comfort zone a little bit, Taurus. So we also have another significant shift for you around mid-February as Mars enters your sign for the first time in 2 years. So he's been in Aries in your 12th house since the beginning of the year, and he's perhaps been activating a lot of ideas, a lot of downloads, a lot of inspiration that you may not have felt like you had the energy to act upon yet. Because although Mars in Aries has been a very activating energy for most signs, for you in the 12th house, it's more of an internal energy, and more of a processing, more of a resting until you are ready to take action. And this might be the month to do that, because Mars is going to come through the final degrees of Aries. He's going to conjunct with Uranus, which may bring in for you a lightning bolt of expansion. You know, we're very much working with this Uranian energy for you this month, Taurus. It feels like it's in preparation for him coming back into your sign again around the time of the next new moon. So this is like a build-up month. And he's going to, as I say, conjunct with Uranus, spark off some new ideas, perhaps show you what you need to liberate yourself from, the old contracts and entanglements that you need to break free of before you can truly start to manifest your vision in tangible reality, which is what you are so good at, Taurus. You know, you are the sign that grounds the seeds of new beginnings, that anchors them so that they can manifest into our physical reality. And as Mars enters your sign, you get this boost of energy, this boost of power, where you can now start to move forward again. You know, you can now start to actualize some of these manifestations, and you may feel, you know, almost like a fire's burning inside you with Mars in your sign, that Kundalini activation, the return of life force, the return of desire, of sexual energy, the ability and the confidence and the assertiveness to move towards where you want to be. So that's coming up for the next 6 weeks, sorry. And he's going to be, you know, making some trines to Saturn and Pluto, you know, really supporting us in making our Aquarian visions a tangible reality. So the sun will move into Pisces alongside Mercury in the 11th house on the 18th of February. So it's highlighting that energy of connection again, of big dreams, you know, what can you dream into being, Taurus. So we've got this really beautiful energy of expanding sight, expanding intuition, sensitivity, connection, collaboration, and okay, I have the fire to make this a truth, you know, I have the fire to really really fuel these visions that I'm receiving. So just after the sun moves into Pisces in the 11th house, we have a Virgo full moon, which is going to be falling on the 19th, so just a couple of hours after the sun moves into Pisces. So we're still in this cycle where the sun changes signs. We have a full moon at 0 degrees, initiatory moons, and this is in your fellow earth sign. This is in Virgo, and it's going to be falling in your 5th house, Taurus. So this can be a purification of all of those things that are stopping you from expressing your unique self into the world, from co-creating your life as you would wish it to be. It's a washing away of all of those self-deprecating thought forms that are holding you back. It's asking you to think about what your creative purpose is and how you can structure that. So we have this theme going on of bringing these inspirations into physical form. And Virgo reminds us that it's very important to have a plan, to be organized, to be structured, to be precise in our execution of these visions. So this can be a time of letting go of things that are not serving this new reality that you are going to be building, this revolution that you're going to be having in your life as Uranus re-enters Taurus next month. And this moon is very significant because not only is it on this axis of healing, this Virgo Pisces axis of detoxification on a mental, spiritual and emotional level, but also we have Chiron shifting signs. So Chiron has been in Pisces since 2011. He had a brief sojourn into Aries last year between April and September. And now, on the 18th of February, he's going to fully install himself into Aries. And he's going to be there until around 2027. And then he's going to move into your sign. So you have a while yet before that. We'll have to deal with Uranus first. But we have Chiron shifting signs and therefore shifting focus in your birth chart. So he has been moving through that 11th house, that Pisces house. And you, during that time, may have felt this sense of, you know, perhaps not belonging or being too sensitive for the world, or perhaps you've been looking outside of yourself at your friends and circles and communities to save you, to support you, and generally, you know, maybe lacking boundaries with friends, with people that you collaborate and connect with, and also just acting like a psychic sponge for the collective consciousness, really. So he is going to now shift from Pisces into your 12th house. So Chiron in the 12th house is an energy of deep karmic cleansing. Cleansing not only the wounds of this lifetime, but things that may have happened in previous incarnations too. It's a deep soul healing energy. And Chiron in Aries asks us to take back our power. We will not be the victim any longer. We will be the one to initiate the changes that we need to see in our own lives and in our world. So it's a powerful energy, and as he transitions, which is always the most intense part of the process, you know, it's when we really notice the change in our lives, in our birth chart. You may become very aware of old hurts, old patterns, old self-sabotaging behaviors, you know, times when you maybe haven't fully owned your power, or times when you've given yourself away, or, you know, not expressed your unique individual self. It can, you know, collectively be a time of us really learning how to embrace our vulnerability as well. You know, I'm calling it the transit of the wounded warrior. So this can be a time when old insecurities and uncertainties can arise. But Chiron in Aries has the drive to heal itself. Chiron in Pisces was looking outside of itself for a savior. Chiron in Aries knows that it is the initiator, it is the change bringer, it is the key to the next level of healing. So that will be an ongoing transit, but like I say, very prominent around the time of the Virgo full moon. We will then be coming up towards the end of the month, where we're gonna be moving towards the beginning of the next cycle. So thank you so much for listening to me, Taurus. I'm going to pick a card from the Sacred Rebels deck because they're so Aquarian. These are by Alana Fairchild. So let's pick a card for you. Oh, I like this one. The power of attraction. I don't know if the light's reflecting on it a bit there, but it's a beautiful card. It's one of the nicest ones in this deck, and it's very significant with what I was saying about the co-collaborating, about the connecting, about the coming together with the Aquarius vibration. So an extra message to really be aware of the people that come to you, the messages that they have, the opportunities that they offer. And this can be a time when, after a period of intensity, that things are starting to flow, things are starting to move for you, Taurus, which is so, you deserve it so much, because you've had quite a hard time over the past year. So this is like a new dawn, a breakthrough in energy. And also with Mars, that Kundalini fire coming into your sign, perhaps there is some physical attraction going on between you and another person as well. But just bear in mind and be sure that it is really what it seems to be with these Pisces energies, because things will be tested as we move into Mercury retrograde next month. So, beautiful card to end your reading. If you wish to connect with me further, you can check the links below this video for my Facebook writings and offerings. So much love and blessed inbox to you, Taurus.